Hi, my name is Olly. Today I'm going to tell you how I have changed the life of one boy. I came from an ordinary family. I have a mother, father, and little sister. My parents earn pretty well. Of course, we don't live a luxurious life, but we have nothing to complain about. Once I was trying to fall asleep in about an hour, but my hunger wouldn't stop, so I decided to grab something. It was around 2 a.m. I went to the kitchen, but suddenly I heard a squeak. At first, I thought that it just seemed to be me, and it may be nothing more than an obtrusive night imagination. But lately, I've heard it again. The sound came from the hall. I sneak up to the hall quietly. Indeed, there was someone. My heart started to bounce around. I got petrified by terror. When I looked at the silhouette of that person, I noticed that it was a boy, and he was smaller than me. The fear dissipated. I turned the light on, and what I saw surprised me. A scrawny little boy at the age of 8, a worn-out cloth on him, with a startled expression stood before me. And he tried to steal something? He tried to escape, but thanks to my dexterity, I could catch him. After all, I am the most nimble girl among my peers. We made a little noise, but parents didn't hear it. I've decided that I'll handle him myself. Nevertheless, he is a little boy. We sat at the dinner table. I've threatened him that I will cry out loud and call the police if he tries to escape again. And he became silent. I took butter, cheese, and sausage from the refrigerator and made him a sandwich. I asked him how he ended up being a thief. Expectedly, not by his own will, his name is Phil. His family was really poor. His father was the only person who supported them, and his mother was a housewife. Unfortunately, his father was fired because of his constant drunkenness. As a result, they had nothing to eat. Phil didn't know what to do. He is not allowed to work because of his age. His family was starving. His father kicked him out of the house, and he had to survive somehow. We were the first family that Phil decided to steal from. His sorrowful story saddened me. I couldn't imagine how much this little boy suffered. Despite his difficult situation, it is not late to change it, and I will help him to find a way. Phil stayed that night in my room. I managed to feed him, and he had a shower and went to bed. In the morning, I've discussed the situation with my mom and dad. Of course, firstly, they were a little angry, but I told them his sad story. After that, they've changed their mind and agreed to help him. Later, Dad told me that Phil reminded him of himself when he was young. My grandparents were poor too, and Dad had to earn money to subsist on. But he got out of that situation, and now he lives a decent life. Dad's story encouraged Phil. Apparently, he wasn't told nice words and no one cared for him. But now we'll support him. I earned on the side as a promoter, and I suggested he worked as a promoter too. I shared with Phil leaflets, and he earned as many as he distributed. He did very well. I was happy for him. To cheat and get money by throwing leaflets didn't even cross his mind. And I've noticed his grateful attitude towards our family. It didn't even surprise me. After all, we are taking care of him. So Phil earned on the side. Mom and Dad let him live in my room temporarily. But he had to help my mom with housework for what Phil volunteered willingly. And my dad taught him various things that can be helpful for him lately. He learned how to fix and assemble stuff. We became closer. Then we didn't want to let him go, and he has nowhere to go. He is a good boy. Definitely, he will become a good person in the future. We all make mistakes, but not all of us can learn that and make the right choice. But Phil did. And he's becoming a good person before our eyes. We are happy that he got into our family. We are proud of him. We asked him whether he wants to stay with us. Phil was elated to hear that, since he's been living with us for a year, and everything is wonderful. Thank you for watching. Click the like and subscribe to our channel button. And bear in mind, sometimes people need a second chance.